Please give a big round for Chummy.
Sorry, I forgot I was doing anything tonight. Yeah, I had sex. Obviously, I've had sex before, but I haven't had much lately. But yeah, I had sex a few nights ago, and I forgot how much it bloody hurts. I know you're all having sex all the time, but some people don't do it all the time. But yeah, the calves, the thighs, the back, yeah, my back, my thighs, my shoulders, my forearms are hurting. Well, a finger in.
No!
Sorry. No, Chummy, you said it was alright. No, get off.
Let's have a break, shall we? Let's have a break. Let's say 10 minutes from now, back here for more. So, you know, talking to Chummy, I've had a word, and he's willing to toe the line. No more fingering, no. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto the stage, Chummy!
He's going to kill me for this, but I've just noticed his beard. Can everyone see that?
Who have you been dating, Chummy?
I'm putting that behind there. Yeah, hi, my name's Chummy. I've not really done anything like this before, but I was going to tell you a few stories, and I've done a book review. I've done a book review for you all, so first story is about dogs' bumholes. A few people here got dogs. Ever wondered why dogs sniff each other's bumholes? I'll tell you. A long time ago. Shut up. Hard enough as it is. Hecklers. I'd tell you. Dogs' bumholes. A long time ago, in our land, the king and queen decided they'd have a party for all the dogs, because they'd been doing a good job. The day of the party, all the invites went out, and all the dogs came along, and to the party. You're not making this any easier, Victoria. All the dogs came along to the party. The whole land, all the dogs came along to the party, and the king and queen were there, welcoming them to come into the mansion, the palace, in fact, to have their party. And the queen noticed all the dogs' dirty bumholes. So she decreed, in fact, that all the dogs should hang their bumholes up in the cloakroom to avoid soiling the palace. So the dogs duly hang up all their bumholes in the cloakroom. I made this up myself, Vicky. All the dogs hung the bumholes up in the cloakroom, and they were having a lovely time until all of a sudden a fire broke out in the main hall, and in their rush to escape, all the dogs had to go to the cloakrooms and pick their bumholes up. But you know, there's a mad escape, there's a fire and everything. Everyone had to get out. They just picked any old bumhole. You get it already. So that is the reason why. Every time you take for a walk, the dogs to sniff another dog's bumhole to make sure that other dog hasn't got its own bumhole. Right. It's book review time, I think. Charmy's book review. Charmy. Sorry. Where is the fucking book? Right, yes, it's only one book this week, ladies and gentlemen. One book this week, I'm afraid. Matt Croucher, Bulletproof. Now, this gentleman here that I've done this book review about, Matt Croucher, he's a Royal Marine. Now, I've done this, I bought this book originally so I could get more into the psyche of my two bestest friends in the whole world. You know who they are. Colin and Carl. Like Hansel and Gretel. Right, so Matt Croucher. GMPs were mounted down both sides of the ship, covering... This is true. He's actually written this. GMPs GPMGs were manning down both sides of the ship, covering port, starboard, bow and stern. On my sentry, I noticed this teenage wren manning a GPMG. She was a bit of a stunt, and I was feeling plums. Hadn't bagged off for a while, and fancied a bit of a chat. There was a serious side to my approach too. I was apprehensive at the best of times, whilst watching half a dozen or so small boats 100 metres away. And I was specifically trained for this. I wanted to make sure this wren was okay. "You okay?" I asked. She nodded nervously. She didn't look confident at all. I couldn't blame her. She probably joined the Navy to be a meteorologist or something. And now she was stuck behind a 7.62mm machine gun, getting ready to blast the boat out of the water should it get too close to be perceived as a threat. These are my mates. "Well, good evening," I said as I walked away. She turned to me and said, "If anything happens, can I call on you to help me out?" "Sure," I said. She looked a bit sheepish, but was a cute blonde. And not half bad through my NVGs. So you get the picture now. These are two guys I went to bloody school with. Not that croucher. On the eve of the war, we re-embarked and moved north around 60 miles off the coast of Iraq, and funnily enough, we had a piss-up and a barbecue on the deck of the Ark Royal. The lads were in shorts and t-shirts and a bit of fancy dress. Now I've researched this bit of fancy dress that they keep going on about, and actually what it translates into the lads were in shorts, t-shirts and a bit of fancy dress was, luckily it was Gay Monday. We all had to dress up in gay outfits made from plastic bin liners. We were limited to 2 cans of beer a day to ensure we played by the rules, and the fridges were locked by 10 p.m. The Royal Navy were very strict, and to be honest, there are good reasons why. Reasons why. The booze is limited. There's lots of weasels there. But that never stops a royal. So that concludes Chummy's Book Club. I can't believe... Did you turn the light on, Carl?
Yes, I did.
Oh, thank you very much. That concludes Chummy's Book Club and my little bit for tonight, says.
Hey.